Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for February 24th, 2018. My name's Yoshi and I am a podcaster at newschoolkaidan.com. And I'm joined as always by Charlie Draco Kaidan. What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. As always.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Same old, but you know, idol releases, they keep on coming. They don't stop.
Yeah.
They don't stop. Ever.
Except for, like, that one weekend there where they just, like, slow down to a trickle.
Yeah, it was sometime between last summer and fall where I think we talked about 3 PVs or 4 PVs. It was pretty...
A week,
it was pretty rough that week. But, yeah, we got plenty of shit to talk about, so let's get into it. First up, Niji no Conquistador, Shinzou Melody.
I should know what Shinzou means. And
Shinzou is heart. Like physical heart,
okay.
not like a metaphorical heart.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the melody to your heart.
Okay. Or in your heart.
In your... Ni would imply that you were applying the melody to it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Does your heart need a melody?
I suppose it needs a rhythm at least.
Yeah. I mean,
It needs a beat.
it has a rhythm. A rhythm. It has a beat.
Yeah.
Is it good? Maybe not necessarily.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it.
Yeah,
Which
it's...
is probably not a good thing.
No, the song's pretty weak, man. It's like a anime opening kind of pop rock song,
Yeah.
and it's a little more serious than what Niji usually does. So that right off the bat is kind of like a warning sign where I think their best stuff is their goofy stuff,
Yeah.
and the serious stuff is stuff you can get from regular J-pop artists.
Yep.
And even then, the song is not that catchy to me.
No. I mean, the only part that really sticks in your head is the Hashide. And you got that from several different groups.
Right,
Songs.
it doesn't feel new. It just
Yeah.
feels rehashed.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's... Even the rest of the song is pretty forgettable. It's not impressive. You know, Niji never has impressive vocals by any stretch of the imagination. They just kind of do their thing, and, you know, their goofiness kind of lends to their lacking of vocal talent.
Yeah.
But when you do, like, a self-serious song like this, it stands out a little more. But, you know, not in a horrible, bad way, but it does stand out. Especially during the solo lines.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't... I didn't really come away with it noticing the vocals too much. It's not like they're really far off key or anything.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's not very powerful.
Yeah.
Like, Nemoto Nagi is a classic example. Like, she's been in the group forever. Everyone knows who she is, and her vocals have never been that good. And, you know, it's not really a surprise. So, yeah, it's just a really self-serious song that I really can't get into. I don't think it's catchy.
No, I'd agree. It's very, very standard J-pop. I wouldn't even call this standard idol pop. This is just very standard J-pop.
Yeah.
I could see, you know, Green or any other group doing something like this. Maybe more powerful, but the same basis for the song.
Right.
And it's
Instrumentals
just like, yeah.
and, you know, all strings and a fast tempo rock song that's, you know, it's something that's been done before in J-pop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the song. The PV, just like the song, I don't think it's very good.
No. No, it lacks a lot of depth. It lacks any depth.
There's none.
It's oh look, this is a dystopian world, post-apocalyptic.
But it's not at the same time.
It's a it's a Majiski Gakuin 2 world. It just kind of has that dead feel to it, where they've been fighting something.
It feels like something between like fantasy Mad Max kind of thing. It's supposed to be like this desolate, deserty location, but they're running through buildings that are in good condition, and they run through the grass, but then you can see regular ass modern buildings in the background.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes away from the illusion. So I think they meant it to be sort of this deserty, maybe like a deserted island look, but it comes off as we just shot it behind a school.
They didn't go to Sumatra like they needed to film this.
Right. And I feel like there's like that one Tokyo Performance Doll PV where they had like a huge green field. There's one from Magical Punchline recently. Those PVs had really great landscapes.
Yeah.
For like desolate, big wilderness type looking places. This fails at it.
Yeah, they had landscapes that were nice looking.
Right.
This is just brown.
Right. I mean, you can have a brown, boring, plain look to your landscape, but as long as
Like Monster from Bish.
Yeah, sure. Or like TGS's Rocky, right? It's a lot of sand, dirt, brown.
Yeah.
Like, there are places that they can use. Like, every Sentai show or Kamen Rider show, where do they fight? In some sort of fucking coal mine or whatever, where it's just completely desolate with dirt.
They could have used the area from Momoclo's 1PV that they used for the rundown buildings and stuff.
Otome Senso?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than having them be all like well kept or well upkept and modern looking.
Yeah.
There's a lot they could have done with this video.
Yeah, it just looks... It's very disjointed. Like, them running through buildings and then coming outside and seeing literally a baseball field with the netting and everything behind. I'm like, okay, that's just takes away from the illusion.
And then the solo shots where they're in a nice brown studio.
Yeah, and then they have dirt on their face.
Yeah.
Like, you're in a studio, dude.
Yeah.
You're not dirty.
Yeah.
It's very disjointed and not cohesive at all. Just doesn't make sense. The execution's pretty lackluster.
Yeah. I thought the outfits were well done.
Yeah, I think they fit the theme, but
there's just one problem. You'd never wear a skirt in that type of setting.
You're right. That's just opening yourself up to injuries and cuts and scrapes and...
You just wouldn't do that.
Scorpions, if this was like a desert.
Well, depending on where, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just wouldn't wear a skirt. Or shorts, for that matter.
Can you imagine running through all that grass?
Oh, God,
shorts?
No.
No. It just sounds like a bad time.
I've done that. No.
Yeah.
I mean, this literally looks like where I live.
That brown and that desolate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I could see that.
Or where I grew up as a kid. There's less sagebrush, but yeah, that looks like where we live.
Right.
They're where I live. Because it does get that dry very rapidly in the summer.
Right.
The grass grows up.
Lost.
Yeah, the grass grows up in the spring and gets real tall, and then it dries out. That's what's left. And no, you don't go walking through that in shorts or a skirt.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. And then there's that one part in the bridge where it's just like a vocal solo kind of thing. And then Matoba, I think her name's Karin, she's like mouthing words,
Where
and
the
then there's
music,
no actual singing.
yeah, the music just stops and it's silent.
I don't know. I can't read lips very
I
well. Maybe she's saying the title or something, but
Yeah, I don't know. I can read lips, but I couldn't figure out what she said either.
yeah, I just none of this PV makes sense. Basically,
At first, I thought she was saying Kimie, but yeah, I'm not sure.
yeah,
And
it's
it just,
it's not great.
yeah.
All right, anything else on this?
No. Where is that part? There it is.
It's like 2 minutes in, 2.5 minutes in.
3:40. Actually,
Holy shit! This is a way too long song.
well, yeah, at least that part. I think she says Kimie. Um, yeah, no, this song is definitely way too long at 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I would shelf this. It's not a bad um song, but it's very, I don't know. It's very off the shelf. I feel like I could go to Walmart and buy this song. Yeah, just to have some producer sitting in a corner going, "Yep, here you go, $5." So that's kind of how I feel for this song. The PV I would dump. There's nothing in this PV that makes me want to watch it. Even the solo shots don't make the members look that great.
no, and even then, like they're really quick too, so it doesn't really focus the members at all. I mean, that's all there is in this PV too, but it doesn't focus on the members at all, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a not good PV. I would dump the PV as well and shelf the song. It's not a bad song, but it's definitely like a song that should just fill up an album because they don't have any other songs to use that are good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty forgettable. All right, that's Niji no Conquistador Shinzou Melody. Next up, Hachimitsu Rocket. The song is titled Hachimitsu Rocket Ogo no Nananin, or Shinin, however you want to pronounce that.
7.
Yes, you can pronounce it either way.
That's how I want to pronounce it.
It's the
7.
Golden 7. That's right. So this is the debut single because we talked about their second single last week, right? That is the dumbest shit ever. Is it not the dumbest thing ever?
Yeah. Oh, look. Hey, we're gonna release them in the wrong order.
Oh god. It's a simultaneous double single release. It's not even a double A side. It's 2 separate singles.
I mean, this isn't the first time Stardust has done this,
But it's really dumb.
but at the same time, I don't think they actually called it like first and second or whatever. I think they called it like the same single. Or they didn't even give it a number. It was just like, oh, hey, we're releasing 2, 100 yen singles. Here you go.
Yeah. And I don't think these singles are going to be 100 yen.
Probably not.
There are 1,800 yen
Okay.
with tax. So, you can get the CD only version for 1,000. There you go. But the other versions come out with Blu-ray. So, yeah. So we talked about this group, New Stardust Group, and this song. I guess we could talk about the song since we're talking about the single itself. It's a very straightforward idol song, very poppy.
Typical of what Stardust has been doing with their newer groups.
Right. It's just like cute energy, youthful energy.
Yeah, upbeat, poppy.
Right.
Pretty safe.
Yeah, definitely not weird like a Shachihoko or a Takoyaki Rainbow. I mean, not that Shachihoko's song we talked about last week was weird, but
Shachihoko's Jumpman was pretty weird.
I mean, the song wasn't weird.
Well, no, the song wasn't, but yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about is the song. It wasn't very weird. So this is kind of in line with that. Takoyaki Was it Sotsuyo Love Tasty was a weird song. As weird as Stardust has been,
Yeah.
which is a sad statement, I think. But
Mm,
yeah, so this is a very generic. I hate that word because it has a very negative connotation to it. But it is a very generic idol pop song.
yeah. It it does feel like something Takoyaki would do, though.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
could see it.
I
Yeah,
don't know if it's just the quality of or the tone of the voices or what it is, but it very much reminds me of something Takoyaki Rainbow would do.
yeah. I mean, since they switched to Avex, they've done a couple of very straightforward sounding songs, like Nanaido Dance was a pretty straightforward song, if I can recall. Maybe they had some weird
Yeah.
rap breakdowns, but like the main melody is pretty straightforward. So I think, yeah, I can totally see Takoyaki Rainbow doing something like this.
Yeah.
But I do think it is catchy. It has a pretty good hook at the chorus. But yeah, it's all right. Not in love with it.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling this one is in the same realm of Batten Shoujo Tai or those other groups that I can't think of the name of. Cause
Tokimeki Sendenbu,
yeah, them too.
Sakura Ebi's.
Is that Stardust? Oh yeah, I
think
guess
so.
it is.
Yeah.
I guess it is because it's the Ebichu spawn off thing,
Yeah.
or it's something.
Oh, and there's this weird thing that happens in the song where it's the last chorus, and there's like members talking over the song, and they don't mouth it at all when they're performing. So it's really weird.
Yeah, I missed that part, but
It's really, really weird.
I can see that being very weird.
You could just hear them go. It's like that fake rapping, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're just sing talking.
Yeah, no, I
And-
know what you're talking about.
It's just so random, and none of the members mouth it at all. So it just seems like the first time I listened to this, I was like, "Is something else playing in the background? Am I watching another Idol PV or something?" But I realized I paused this PV, and it was coming from this, so I was just thrown
Yeah.
off. It was really weird.
That was another thing that kind of reminded me of Takoyaki was
Yeah.
the rapping, because it
Yeah.
sounds like Green from Takoyaki that's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
which is really weird.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see Takoyaki doing this. So
That was just that's like weird.
yeah. Let's talk about the PV. It is a, I don't want to call it a Seishun PV, but the members are in a rocket club,
Okay.
and they are building a rocket for some sort of science fair or rocket contest. I don't know. And they build a rocket with teamwork, and at the end they are about to launch it, and then the PV kind of cuts away, and they show like a newspaper clipping, I think it was,
Yeah.
where they say, "Oh, you won this competition."
I have to question that.
Yeah, so something like that. That's basically the idea
Yeah.
of the PV, but I think arguably the more interesting thing is this weird gold concept that they have for their outfits and in their background for their performance shots.
How blown out can you get? I think you put makeup on to look less reflective.
Mm-hmm.
Their faces are not less reflective.
They look gold.
They look blown out.
Yeah.
Way too much lighting in this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
I
not-
thought
It's
Hello
not a
Project
filter
would-
either.
No.
It's not a Japan filter. It's just there's so many lights on the set.
It's just, hey, let's put a 12,000 watt spotlight directly on your face.
Right. It's, I mean, we complain about some PVs being too dark. This is the exact opposite of that.
Well, we complain of like Hello Project and AKB as a Japan filter and just washing everything out. This is washed out naturally.
naturally with spotlights that
Yeah.
beam on their face. Yeah,
And
it's
reflect off the gold outfit. It's just, yeah. I don't know who was doing the directing in this one or the whatever for the lighting and stuff, but no,
yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
bad.
I thought the gold concept kind of reminded me of Junjo Under 19, NMB 48. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of their earlier singles, and that is still one of my favorite PVs. It's just a really fun PV with goofy stuff happening, and it looked big, even though it takes place basically in one set. It looked big and grand, and it was just budget up the ass, I guess. And I guess this is the difference we see here is
Was Junjo U19 the one with the clown?
yes, the clown's like, hey,
Yeah.
come into my closet.
Yeah, okay.
And then they go into this weird ass Cirque du Soleil kind of thing.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a lesser version of that. There's a bed with a big moon and light tubes.
Curtains.
Yeah, sorry.
And
It was a
it's-
photograph that they show that they
Yeah.
won. Yeah, sorry. It wasn't a newspaper. Yeah, it's just feels very confined, and I mean, I appreciate that it's colorful and
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting to look at, but yeah, it's not all that great.
No. No. Most of it's just in the lighting that it's I think if they toned the lighting down, it would be better.
Yeah,
A lot better. Cuz even in the school shots where they're like working on the rocket, it's way blown out. There's
yeah, the
just
contrast is horrible.
yeah, there's just way too much white.
Yep.
So, but yeah, there's not enough shots of them building the rocket to say if that rocket would actually fly or not.
Right, they never showed the rocket actually taking off, so
I have my doubts. It might fly, but I don't think you could land it in one piece.
no, it's probably just one of those. How far can you launch it? Things.
Well, most of the time you want to be able to recover it, so you know, because they're not cheap to build.
I guess, yeah.
And this one actually looks like it's made out of like metal or something,
Right.
which is different. But yeah,
So,
I was into model rocketry for a while, so
Oh yeah.
I do have some understanding of this. And there's no parachute or anything that I can see that they put on it,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know how they would have recovered it to take a picture with it.
I highly doubt they thought that through
Yeah,
to that extent.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's a rocket engineering PV that would trigger a lot of rocket engineers.
Well, I don't know about engineering, but it's just like there's a few minor or well major things, but there's like little details that they just kind of missed.
Yep. At the end of the day, it's an idle PV.
Yeah.
They're gonna miss
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
What? Yeah. I'm not even gonna question why they're like having a dance line solo performance in the classroom.
Because
It's an idle PV.
Yes, it's an idle thing. So,
Yeah.
all right. Anything else?
I'd say this is better than their second single.
Yeah. Yes. Technically, their second single. Yes.
Oh god, that annoys me. It really annoys me that they released them in the wrong order. Why did they release the other one first? That's what
that
really bugs
Doesn't.
me.
Yeah. It's just weird. Makes no
Yeah.
sense.
I would say that Hachimitsu Rocket, the 7 whatever, is definitely better than their second single. I'd put this on a playlist, but it would probably be, yeah, it is right there, borderline between putting it on a shelf, putting it on a PV or on a playlist. Yeah, PV. I I'd probably skip it more often than not, so I'd have to put it on a shelf. It's poppy, but it's just yeah, it's nothing special. The PV, yeah, I'd put it on a shelf. It's not terrible, except for the lighting. The lighting is the worst aspect of the whole thing. Beyond that, it's an okay PV.
Yeah, I mean, despite the lighting issues, I think it's a pretty good looking PV. It is very colorful for what it is. Blue and gold are the most dominant colors, so I can see it. But yeah, it's just not very interesting. Maybe if I was invested in them, it'd be a little more intriguing. But yeah, I'd shelf it, and I think I would shelf the song too. I think it's borderline playlist for me. Like I could see
Yeah.
myself definitely listening to this, but at the moment, I don't feel all that excited about trying to hunt this song down on Japanese iTunes or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Because
with you on that.
I doubt this is coming out in our U.S. or foreign iTunes. So
Probably not.
yeah, and I don't feel like buying more iTunes money for Japan right now for this. That's Hachimitsu Rocket. The song is Hachimitsu Rocket Ogo no Nananin. Next up, BIS, Brand New Idol Society. Whole lot of love. Whole lot of love. No, it's not a Led Zeppelin cover. I love that song though. Holy shit, that's an amazing song. And yeah, this PV is there's a clown.
Who is the clown?
There's a clown member. I didn't realize BIS had a clown member, but she's a clown. Because why not?
I don't know. Like I said, who is the clown?
I don't know. I only know one member from BIS, now current BIS, because poor Louis left. I basically only know Aya, so there is a Perry Ubu. There's a Godzilla.
Aya something or other. God, I can't think of her name now.
Kika Frontale. Pon Luna. Reefy. Momoland. And then, of course, Aya 8 Prince. These fucking names.
Kika Frontal.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Okay, apparently she's the clown.
Yes. Kika.
Yeah. As of 2017, she performs with her face painted white.
Wonderful.
According to Wiki. And then there's Perry Ubu, Godzilla, Gojira. Oh god. The puns.
Yes.
Pon Luna Leafy?
Yep.
Momo Land, which is. And yeah, 8 Prince. Oh god. Why?
So we can safely say that Kika stole the gimmick from Sorry and
Probably, yeah.
Necronome Idol.
I would say from this Wikipedia article that that's probably something she often does.
Yeah, now that I recall, I feel like she was wearing paint in the last PV that I remember watching from this.
Well, I'm reading this. This is on actual Wikipedia too, which is funny. Formerly Mina the End.
Oh, God.
She's now Kika, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some brand confusion there
Oh, yeah.
when it's literally one letter off.
Yeah.
Should have changed the name to like Mina the Beginning or something. That's probably better.
That would have been better, yes.
Yeah. But Kika Full Frontal is not a bad name. It's pretty good. So yeah, this PV is one set PV. Not much of a set. It's just like one studio shot. Nothing in the background. The only thing that is present is the BIS logo. It's just that lightning in a circle logo, and the members are dancing on it. That's it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's everything else that's interesting about this PV is the effects that they put on it, I guess. If you want to call it interesting.
Yeah, I don't get that. For those watching, no, your computer is not messing up.
Right.
It's the PV. And that's literally what I heard several people say. Is the internet messing up? Yeah. Why is this video going all pixelated and weird and looking like it's really laggy?
Yeah.
And it's... Yeah, I see no... I don't know, artistic or creative value in it.
No.
It's just like, oh, hey, look, let's really make the members look messed up.
Yeah.
Which, it's whack, so that could be exactly what their thought process was.
No, it's absolutely the case. But the issue is, for me, I like idols because a lot of it is a visual medium thing. So, the reason why I try to be the guy that watches all the PVs, I appreciate the PVs that showcase the members more rather than hide them with effects and darkness.
Yeah.
So, not my thing.
Yeah. No, I think there are a better choice of effects that they could have used.
Right.
Than, hey, look, we're going to take this, like, really, bad thing that most people try to avoid and put it in RPV.
And it's in the same vein as, pouring human liquid fluids onto girls. It's just kind of tainting their image on purpose. That's sort of the whack thing, right?
Yeah.
So.
But this isn't even tainting their personal image. This is just tainting whoever did the video.
Right. It's just putting a spin on it, I guess. Is whatever they can come up with, they'll do to put a spin on.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's not a very good PV.
I'm not impressed with whatever their thought process was.
Yeah. So, the song. It's a pretty, BIS-ish song. It's up-tempo. Influences of punk rock, for sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard for what they usually do.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, maybe a little more catchy for me than normal.
Yeah, it's really catchy, for sure.
But it's still punk rock, and I'm just not really into it.
Yep.
But I can say I'd listen to this one, at least.
Yeah. The melody's good.
Yeah.
The hook is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it sounds like there's a dry eye in there somewhere.
Q already did it, okay?
I don't know what what they're actually saying, but it sounds like there's a dry eye or dry eyes.
Could be.
I have no clue. So.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, it's good. I guess we should mention that BIS has gone back to their original lineup.
Yeah.
There's no longer like Gag Parade members and Bish members in here.
Right. There's no Kamiyasaki. I don't know if there was another Gang Parade member that was in this for the last year. Maybe there was, but
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, and Aya's back. She's in this, so that's cool.
Although I'm pretty sure Aya was in the last Gang Parade thing we watched. So.
Yes, that's the weird thing. That is odd, because she was in Rock the Beat the World. What is that fucking song?
Breaking the Road?
Breaking the Road, right. And then she was in the Uni Ikura Todo Ikura Uni Tabetai. Right?
Yeah,
She was in that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because she's credited in the video or the description of it or something.
yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in it. So she's the one that has the Toro sticking out of her mouth and looks dead, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Is like the last member on the Gang Parade R, and then she's listed as the last member.
Right. So this is like this weird transition period where she's definitely gone in the next. I think she has like a couple of tour dates, and like basically that's it. And then now she's fully back to BIS. So yeah, now we can end the confusion about who's in what group, and we can see Kamiyasaki and Gang Parade again.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Rate it.
I'd put this song on a playlist. I would listen to this. The video I'd put on a shelf. Maybe even dump it. There's nothing in this for me. There's nothing, I don't know, creative about it. Nothing interesting.
Pixelating's creative, man. You know those defenders. I'm sure there's someone out there. It's so creative, man.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there, because there's somebody out there for everything, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't do it for me either.
It's not.
Alright. I would dump this PV. It's too dark. I can't really see the members. All I see is Kika with the clown face, which is admittedly amazing, but yeah, just the pixelation distorts the members. I can't see them at all. The PV's too dark. The set is very plain and not very interesting. Maybe if it was like a shorter song, maybe, but 4 minutes of this? Is it 4 minutes? Yeah, 4 minutes of this song. This PV just doesn't do it for me. Song, man, I'm kind of torn. I might put this on repeat. Yeah, I'll go with repeat. It's top-notch melodies for, you know, a BIS Matsukuma Kenta song. It's as good as it gets for me. This is my kind of Matsukuma Kenta. You know, I don't like his lacking in melody songs, like the album B-side fillers and stuff. I don't like those, but this is a good one of those. So yeah, that's BIS, Whole Lot of Love. And from one whack to another, Empire. The song is called Buttocks Beat.
We go from a fairly straightforward BIS song to a what could have been like an original BIS song.
Yeah, this. Oh boy. This is very. I don't know where to even start. Both. I guess the song is weird too, but let's talk about the song. Get it out of the way first, because the PV's where the weirdness actually happens. The song, you know, it's a Matsukuma Kenta song. You know, it's every whack song, but it's not. I don't think it's very typical Matsukuma Kenta. It's not like fast paced all the time. I mean, it does pick up for sure, and you know you can hear his Matsukuma Kenta isms, but there's like different instrumentals that change it up, and I think the pop catchy part, which you know he doesn't write like the poppiest songs, and the part where they scream Oshioki Pen Pen is just incredibly catchy and fun, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a little louder than the BIS song, just overall.
I think in the chorus, yeah, I can agree with you, but like the verse is kind of soft.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's kind of but there's that's like a good sign of like having the ability to build into a chorus, you know, come up and, you know, build. So
yeah,
it just kind of starts with like a scream. It just goes, oh yeah, and just goes from there. So it's got really good energy.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I'm kind of torn on this one. I don't know if I really like this one, and I'm not sure where the disconnect is with this song and with Whole Lot of Love.
Mm. I mean, I think
Because
this song is definitely goofier than Whole Lot of Love.
yeah, but I don't think there's a lot of difference between the two songs musically.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Matsukuma Kenta song, right? If you're trying to differentiate between like an Aki P song or a Tsunku song, there's always going to be very similar things happening.
Yeah.
So it's the same deal, the instrumentals are definitely Matsukuma Kenta, the guitars, the drums, undeniably Matsukuma Kenta sound. So
Maybe it is the vocals where the disconnect happens in the song. Because that would be like the one thing that's different is the singers.
yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really see what you're talking about, but I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of a little odd because it's like there's just I'm not as into this song as I was in A Whole Lot of Love,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah, I mean, just you didn't vibe with the melody. It does start off with the chorus, so maybe that repetitive nature that you are pretty picky about might be affecting it. 'Cause
Maybe.
it does start with the Yoshioki Pen Pen part,
Yeah.
so they do it like 4 times in the song, I guess. Yeah, 4 times, I think.
At least once per member, so at least 5 times.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, it's I think it's great. I I'll probably put it up there with Whole Lot of Love. Maybe I like this one a little bit more because it's a little different. Whole Lot of Love is a very straightforward Matsukuma Kenta song. I think this one has a little more of a twist to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I like this one a little bit more.
I definitely like this one more than their first single.
Oh, what is it? Akarui Mirai?
Yeah.
That song is bad. I think that's a legitimately not a good song.
That one just
Yeah.
no thanks.
Yeah, that song did not do it for me at all. So yeah, this is nice. This is a really nice change of pace, but I'm getting scared of being whack
Overload?
overload, yeah. We
Overdose?
talked about how much have we talked about whack in the past couple weeks? Like Gang Parade had 2 PVs. We talked about Biss. We talked about Empire now. Bish is probably coming up sometime in the next month.
Yeah.
They're due for release, so
And there
yeah.
may be another Biss.
Yeah,
So-
there could be a B-side or something
Yeah.
PV. And Empire too. Empire could have a
Yeah.
B-side PV too. So yeah, there's a lot of there might be some oversaturation going on, and I might sour on them real quick. There's just so many of them right now. I mean, it's good for now because they're releasing good stuff for me. I'm enjoying it a lot, but I'm afraid of how I'm gonna feel later in the year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I could see that.
So
I could definitely see that.
let's talk with the PV. The PV is what the fuck?
Okay, first, is it Biss or Bish members that are in the PV?
Those are Bish members.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought. Ina crosses their path at the end.
And the beginning, actually. She's in
the beginning too. Oh yeah.
At the very, very beginning, she's in there.
Yeah, like you see Chi-Chi and Ayuni D at the cafe. Atsuko's in the beginning, and Lin randomly across the street, and Momoko's sitting down. Yeah, so the members of Empire are dressed in like survival clothing.
Yeah.
Camo and like khaki green kind of looking clothing, and they look like they're about to go camping or hunting of some kind, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're about to go on some sort of
Trek.
survival show.
Yeah, or they're gonna go climb a mountain or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the PV starts off with them kind of frolicking around the city, and taking selfies, whatever, drinking, whatever tea, maybe bubble tea or something. I don't know. It looks like maybe Coke or iced coffee. But then there's this monster. It's a mascot. It's like the
Yeah.
it's like the Yurukata mascot kind of things where you put it on and the guy's inside or whatever. It is an ass.
Yeah.
It's a butt head, literally a butt head, where the head of this mascot is an ass, and it has arms and legs, and it chases down each member around the city and spanks them.
Yeah.
Along with the song.
It's a heart wearing a diaper.
It looks like a heart, but that's an ass.
Yeah, no,
that's an ass.
Yeah, because the coloring on it, where it's got like the rosy red.
Cheeks
at the top.
Yeah. Or it looks like a peach, like a stereotypical Japanese peach. It looks like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an ass.
Yeah.
Or if you're creative enough, you could probably look at it as a scrotum. A ball sack, if you will. And he hunts each member down. The members are running. He spanks them along with the song. And each member just is laying there dead, and they pick up the pieces and walk, and they look like they just got shot in the leg. So they're like carrying each other because they both got spanked or whatever. Yeah. And they're trying to regroup with the other members, but
the other members are like, "Screw you, we're out of here."
Yeah, and then they're like taking a break in the park and then drinking water or whatever. But then the fucking ass guy, Mr. Ass, he comes in with a Razor scooter.
Yeah.
In a skate park. Fucking shows up, chases the members into a cafe, and spanks one of the members in a cafe where Unity and Chi-Chi are
watching it going, and kind of looking at it going like,
what the fuck?
Or I wish that was me. I'm not sure which.
Well, it looks like genuine.
It looks like one of them is going, what the fuck, and the other one's going, why isn't that me? Or I want to be the one doing it. I'm not sure which.
Chi-Chi's the one that grimaced, for sure. She's like, oh, what the fuck? Unity's like, what?
Just weird.
Yeah. And he eventually spanks all of them.
I don't know. I'm kind of like you. Well, nah. I'm definitely getting there. I'm just not feeling the whole overload of whack.
Yeah.
It's just, there's too much.
Oh, for sure.
You got Biss and Bish and Empire now, and they're all basically doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Gang Parade's a little different. You know?
Gang Parade can just kind of throw you a curveball and do like an EDM kind of song.
Yeah, well, and they're not necessarily out for the shock value either. Like,
well, they do plenty of weird stuff, though.
Yeah, weird, but not necessarily, like, shock value stuff. And Empire just feels like it's more of the same.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bat an eye if they gave this song in PV to Bish, you know? Like, okay, cool, this is cool.
Yeah, Biss or Bish, either one. You know, this would not at all be surprising for them to do.
Yeah, but I've been digging whack as a whole in the past year and a half, 2 years maybe. So I'm okay with it for now, but I can definitely see myself getting tired.
I've been liking them more in the last year and a half or so. At least last year. Since Bish came out.
Right.
I would say since, like...
Yeah, for sure. Like, Bish came around and I was like, okay. Billy Idol happened and, you know, Maison Book Girl. Like, they're okay. They're not great, but...
Billy Idol, I don't know. I never really felt them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one just never kind of did it for me. But Bish, when I'd probably say after Killer Bish, maybe when Giant Killers came around.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably when I started really liking Bish.
Yeah.
So, like, 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid that they're just going to keep doing what they're doing now, which is fine. You know, they have their identity, but they share very similar identities with like three other groups, so that's the
Yeah.
issue, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely the issue. The fact that they're basically the same concept.
Yeah.
And they're all run by the same person, so there's really not any.
And all the songs are written by the same guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not any variation in the idea.
Right.
It's all, oh, hey, here, do this again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you can get into it, I don't think it's a bad problem, but I am the type of person that gets kind of bored of things after a while, so I could definitely see myself getting worn out for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
But for now I'm okay.
Yeah, and I'm definitely more on board with Empire after this song than
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
that first release, which was just what?
Yeah, we're shitty wizards, and look at this PV. It's pretty looking, right? Yeah, that's it.
No.
I mean, the PV was good looking. It was really crisp,
Yeah.
but it wasn't interesting. No.
And it was a very straightforward song too.
Yeah,
Which was just weird.
probably a
In
bad
itself.
idea. Yeah, to open with that. So. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Rate it.
Yeah, I still don't know where the disconnect between Empire and Biss is this week, but I would put Empire on. I'd put it on a shelf. It's just not there for replay value for me. I'd put the PV on a shelf too. I've watched it several times now, and it's quickly losing any charm to it. So I don't see myself rewatching it very often, if at all.
That's very disappointing to hear. I enjoy everything about this. PV I'll put on a playlist. It's really fun. I can watch this PV a whole bunch of times. Just Mr. Ass just chasing them down the street is just amazingly hilarious and dumb and goofy in the best way possible. And yeah, it's shot nicely. The color's a little saturated, but it's not like a Japan filter or whatever. But yeah, I like their outfits. It's very unique, and it kind of fits the thing that they're going for. So yeah, the only thing missing from this is like maybe weapons. I think it would be funny if there were weapons involved. The song I would put on repeat. It's really, really good. I love the song a lot. It's didn't really catch me at first, but after listening to it a whole bunch of times, it's really caught my attention, and I love it. So that's Empire, Buttocks, Beat. All right, that's the end of the regular portion of the podcast, but got a couple more PVs to talk about for the rapid fire ratings. We'll quickly go over these, give them a rating, talk about it real quick. First up, Juju, Kumo no Ito. So if you want to give me your thoughts and rate it.
I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be emo? Is it supposed to be like... I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm confused on their identity.
Gothic Lolita emo.
Yeah. Sure. I'll go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna shelf the song and dump the PV. The PV is just boring. It's them in a dark, hazy room with nothing there except some dancing, and then there's some weird shots of close-up shots where they've got some effects going on. Yeah, doesn't do it for me. The song I'd put on a shelf. It's not really my thing, but I could see myself in the right mood listening to this. And it's not bad. It's not bad enough to dump it. It's just very mystical, airy, but at the same time,
atmospheric.
yeah. But at the same time, it's got that kind of emo vibe to it, which I'm not into.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they were trying to go for something like musically, at least similar to Necronum Idol. I think
Mm,
the singing style definitely reminds me. It's like that whispery, airy vocals, and some of the percussion instrumentation seems like something I've heard Necronum Idol use. So yeah, it just felt a little necro, which is not a bad thing, but I'm not really into Necronum Idol.
yeah.
This song is a shelf for me. I think it has catchy moments, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely not what they're going for. They're not going for catchy, and that's sort of what I look for in music. So, yeah, just doesn't do it for me, and I'll dump the PV as well. It's just shot in one room, one set, black background, some effects, but nothing that makes the PV stand out. So that's Juju Kumo no Ito. Next up, tipToe, Cream Soda no Yuutsu. The melancholy of cream soda.
How do you get yellow or green soda? Not yellow, green.
That's melon soda.
Oh.
That's usually what they use for cream soda in Japan. They don't
Yeah.
really
Okay.
do root beer for cream soda.
Yeah, I knew they didn't do root beer, and I didn't think that they did cream soda very much either.
Yeah.
At least not in the style that we do here.
Yeah. So it's basically, melon soda with vanilla ice cream on top, like, we do with root beer.
So it's more like a ice cream float type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, basically, yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah, you want to rate it real quick?
Um. Yeah. Just as a kid, it's a very, I don't know, atmospheric type song. This is our fourth video.
Yep.
But I found myself, I don't know, it's it's not something I would listen to. I would definitely dump this song. I wouldn't listen to it. But the longer I listen to it, the more drawn into it I get. But like the 3 minute mark, I'm like seriously entranced by it. I won't say I'm like into the song, but I'm entranced by it. It is really weird.
I mean, I
But
think it's a very hypnotic feel.
yeah, yeah. But I would skip this because the start of it's just like, nah, is a snore. So I wouldn't get to that point of the song. And the PV is a dumb. It is boring. It's. I would say they gave more time to the piano, or as much time to the piano player,
They
keyboard
gave him
player,
a lot.
her, yeah, um, as they did the members, which made me wonder if the whoever's playing the keyboard is a member.
Oh, it's
But
a lady, yeah.
they never show their face, so I
Yeah.
have to assume not. So, but other than that, it's just them dancing and one girl like waiting for her melon soda.
It looks good, though. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I drink that. Eat that.
I, I
Yeah.
can go for it.
Yeah. It looks good. I haven't had ice cream in a while, so. I would shelf the song. What is that one group that does the whisper vocals? It's that duo.
Um,
Snow?
Snowdrop,
Peach Sugar Snow? Is that an
Sugar
anime?
Drop? Peach, is it Peach Sugar Drop or Peach Sugar Snow?
I think Peach Sugar Snow's an anime.
Um,
Oh, no, it's not. That is the group.
yeah, okay, Peach Sugar Snow, yeah.
Oh, they changed your name to Peach Sleep Sky. What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Peach Sleep Sky.
Yep. All right, so it sort of reminded me of Peach Sugar Snow, now Peach Sleep Sky, but not as quite as ASMR. Whispery vocals. I think it has good moments, but yeah, it's a shell for me. I'm never really in the mood for songs like this. It's very atmospheric, like you said. It is hypnotic. It has a good feel to it, but I'm never in the mood for it. PV is I'll dump it. The cream soda, the melon soda with the ice cream on top. It looks really good, but the rest of the PV is pretty straightforward. just, them dancing in a white background set studio. So, all right, it's tipToe, cream soda on yuutsu. Next up, Chu-Z. Gonna be alright.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be alright, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This song did absolutely nothing for me.
Mm.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna piss somebody off with this comment, but it gives me like gym vibes.
It's absolutely gem.
Okay, I'm not the only one that.
The song sounds like, I think it was Just Call Me. It's a B-side off of one of the singles. It's exactly this.
Yeah. Okay.
Instrumentals, melodies wise, it's very similar.
The dance, the like scenery. When I first watched this PV, I'm like, I feel like I've seen.
I don't
this.
know about that. Sugar Baby took place in a school, but not any of the other PVs took place in a school. Nor have they ever worn outfits like this.
Well,
So I think you're thinking of Sugar Baby.
Maybe, but
Which this PV is very similar in its approach.
Well, it's not even a like particular song. It's just in general. It feels like when I first watched this, it's like I feel like I've seen this PV. It's mostly just like the themes. It's like this is very very formulaic. School, gymnasium, dancing, colorful wall with member shots in front of it. And it's a very, very, I feel like I've been there before. Deja vu type feel to it.
Choose probably way too old to be doing PVs in schools.
Probably.
Their average age is like 23, 22-ish.
Eh.
So
The girl juggling looks like she's old.
yeah, I mean the oldest member is like 25, so and the youngest member is 20. So they should not be at a high school gymnasium for any kind of occasion.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess I can see that, but I don't know. It just feels very. It feels like they were following a formula with this, and I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in their execution of it. So I would shelf this song. It's not bad. The PV is very boring though, so I would probably dump it. The members look good, but that's about the only takeaway from it. And I wish I could juggle like that.
I would shelf both. It's yeah. The song itself is decently catchy, but it sounds like a Gem B side that isn't really my favorite. Gem has way better B sides than like Just Call Me, in my opinion. So it just doesn't do for me very much. But it is decently catchy though. But it's that very typical like Disney pop sounding song. So yeah, and PV I shelf too. It's shot nicely. The locations look good. The school looks big and large and everything like that. But it's just the members, so it just looks like they encountered like a zombie apocalypse and like all the students in the school or have disappeared, and it just looks empty and boring and flat, lacking energy. The words that come out on the screen to highlight some of the lyrics, that looks really bad.
Cheesy.
Really cheesy, yeah. So, yeah, it's double shelf. Choose. Gonna be alright. And last but not least, Kakizaka 46. Bathroom travel, because we all need to travel in a bathroom.
Oh. God, I did not connect the name to this song. Or the PV, rather.
I mean, they are in a bathroom.
Yeah, and they fall into the tub, and then they show up in the room with the desk and the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's it's a very interesting concept for a PV, the whole time stop thing. But there's just like way too many things that stop time for that particular member. And I'm kind of a little confused that there's only three members in this. It, I didn't realize that AKS was doing that again. Like limited member B-sides. At least not this limited.
Mm-hmm.
But other than the whole time stop and not stop animation, stop motion, to the PV, there's really not much there except for the colors, and the colors are kind of bleh colors.
Yeah.
And the song is very, yeah, very whispery, very soft. And pretty much the only thing I take away from it is that repetitive drum beat. Besides the whispery, light, airy vocals. I would probably dump the song and shelf the PV. I think the PV has some concept into it, in it, that could be interesting. But the song is, yeah, the song would put me to sleep. I would never listen to this.
Yeah, you would think, with just three members, the whole, like, choir sounding thing would go away, but no, it's still there.
Yep.
That makes me kind of sad.
Yeah. It's very disappointing.
Yeah. I like the idea of the PV. It's a 3-member PV. Forgot to mention that. It's not like a Kayaki B-side with like 1,000 people in it, so it's like a subunit kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like the ideas here. I actually like the colors. I like how it's kind of bright, and it's all kind of colors that really don't mesh together very well. The colors reminded me of that one. It was an AKB PV where I think Sashi was the center, but it was a tie-in with like Pucho or Ice no Mi or Chocolate or something, and it was like a Valentine winter themed PV, and I just remember the colors being very similar to this, and I can't get it out of my head now. I'm gonna figure it out later, but yeah, I kind of like the idea of the PV here. It's just that I don't know, it just looks kind of flat overall, and just very confined in a not. I don't know. I want things to be a little more blown up, especially come from Kayakizaka with all that budget they got. So it just seems too contained for me.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very contained. I mean, it's one set.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with it, is that it is one set. Yeah, I would shelf the PV, shelf the song as well. The song, it's when they have solo lines, it sounds okay. It sounds much better. But when they sing together, they have the choral thing going on, which I really don't like.
Yeah.
And I think the way it starts, how does it? That the part where they go da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Like that part, it sounds like a Nogizaka song. I just remembered what song it was. I just don't remember the title. Let me just look it up real quick. That intro sounds exactly like a Nogizaka song. Kimi no Na wa Kibo. If you guys want to check that out, go listen to it. Listen to this one right after. The intro is basically the same thing. The melody is the same exact thing, and that's the first thing I noticed when I first listened to the song earlier today. So, yeah, very feels a little recycled in that aspect. Even though it's just a small aspect, it just the first thing I thought of was that song "Kimi no Na Akibo" by Nogizaka. So yeah, the song's a shelf. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't think it's that catchy. All right, that's all the PVs we're gonna talk about tonight. But before we end the show, MVPV. Who you got for the MVPV?
I think it's a pretty cut and dry winner this week.
Yeah.
Empire.
Well, I thought you were gonna fight for Biss because you liked Biss more than Empire. You seem pretty down on Empire.
No, the Biss PV is
yeah. As a package, Empire was better, right?
Yeah.
With the song and PV.
Yeah.
Biss's song, Whole Lot of Love, was better in your opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a package, Empire.
Yeah. As a whole thing, Empire was definitely better executed. They had an idea and a concept behind it, and they did it.
Yeah.
Biss,
I agree.
Biss is like, oh, hey, we need visual effects. And then they decided to, like, run it through some lag machine.
It's like, maybe they shot the PV, right? Like, basically just what we see as a set, right? Just black with the lights on the floor. And then after they got finished, like, editing it, they're like, oh shit, this PV's kind of boring.
Yeah.
They threw in, like, the pixelation at the end or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's a little boring.
Yeah, so...
Little...
It's very disappointing. They had no concept to that. It was just here's your logo, here's the black set, go dance.
Yep. All right, I agree with you. I think the top two for sure was Empire and Biss. Yeah, and with Empire winning for me. So, all right, that's Empire. Buttocks beat is the MVPV. Who would think that we would ever say those combination of words ever?
I think it would have been really funny if at the end, after he beat all of them, they like powered up, turned around, and beat him.
Yeah, that's sort of like I wanted like counter violence with the weapons or something. That's why I mentioned weapons when we're talking about it.
Yeah,
like it would have been funny if they just took out knives and just started stabbing Mr. Ass.
No, they should have gone back
Spank
to
him.
The nail bat.
Yeah,
it spanked him. Yeah.
Wait, which ass though? He has two asses.
Both.
I agree. They spank both of his asses. The one on his head and one on his ass.
There's 5 people, so they could just 2 on each end.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, that sounds so wrong. God damn. Oh, so Empire Buttocks BB is the MVPV of the week. So don't forget, if you're listening to this, we are live on Twitch at twitch.tv/NewSchoolKaidan and youtube.com/NewSchoolKaidan every Saturday nights around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at NewSchoolKaidan, me at YoshiRect, and Draco at Draco60. And the Discord channel is at discord.me/NSK. Anything else?
No, not for the show.
Not for the show. All right. So that's going to do it for us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later.